Hello everybody, Shadow Gangster here, back for another video. Sorry that I haven't been around for a while, but hey, I'm back. And today we are doing our first, well, not Pokemon Team Showcase, but instead, how to use Pokemon, or what we call the Battle House. Now, the Battle House, or TBH, is simply videos where I will concoct secret, awesome movesets on Pokemon and show you how to use them. And different like movesets that I will show you that will work in competitive play. So, let's get started. And today's first candidate in the first video of this series will be Mimikyu! Alright, so, first off, we got Mimikyu here. Mimikyu. Number 778. It's a ghost fairy type, which is actually not a bad type at all. Only with 2 weaknesses and 3 immunities and 1 resistance. That to me is a very impressive type. It resists bug, it's weak to ghost and steel, and it's resisted to dragon, fighting, and normal, which I think is a very good type. Now, as we see for its stats here, we got 55 HP, 90 attack, 80 defense, special attack 50, 105 special defense, and 96 on the speed. Now, if it was any higher for the speed, that would be a little bit overpowered, but thank God it's only 96. Not only that, but the real power from Mimikyu comes from its disguise ability, where if this is the first time it gets hit, it survives that hit, and it absolutely resists the hit all the way, 0, nothing. The damage is just completely destroyed. It negates all damage. But that doesn't mean Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, and Swagger won't work on Mimikyu. It will. Things like Hypnosis or Dark Void, they will work. They will work. Stat moves work on Mimikyu, and it goes through the disguise, but damaging moves do not. Even special moves don't work on Mimikyu either. But stat moves, they work. Now, let's get into the moveset, shall we? I got a few movesets actually. First, we got my Mimikyu. The one that I use on my team. My Mimikyu has Focus Sash with the ability Disguise, of course. I won't go over the ability for the rest of these Mimikyus because they'll all have the same one. For the moves, I got... Oh, wait, never mind guys, this is the doubles one. Okay, this is mine. For my Mimikyu, I have the item weakness policy, which, if you don't know already, if the holder is super effectively attacked, it raises attack and special attack by 2 stages. And Mimikyu can become fairly bulky. Like one time my Mimikyu survived a poison jab Garchomp one time, and I got the weakness policy, and I absolutely destroyed him afterwards with a play rough after outspeeding it. It was most likely a bulky Garchomp, not really a fast sweeper. Now for the moves, I got Swords Dance, Play Rough, Leech Life, and Shadow Snake. And for the stats, I got full HP, 192 on the attack, and 64 on the speed with the Jolly Nature. Next, we have a semi-bulky sweeper with the Lumberry. Lumberry, if you do not know already, it cures the user if it is confused or has another major status condition, like sleep, or freeze, or burn. And the movesets for this one will be Swords Dance, Shadow Snake, Play Rough, and Will-O-Wisp. As you can see, for its stats, Mimikyu's special defense isn't half bad. So what you do here is this is going to be a semi-bulky sweeper for physical attackers. You bring out the Mimikyu, you'll Will-O-Wisp, or Swords Dance. Either one. I suggest going for Swords Dance because you have that free disguise. But you could go for Will-O-Wisp just to get ready if there's like a powerful Kartana. Then you can Swords Dance and go from there with Shadow Sneaker's Play Rough. For the stats, instead, they're kind of opposite from mine. Instead, it's 64 HP, 252 attack, and 192 speed with the Jolly Nature. This Mimikyu will be faster than mine, but it will preserve a little bit more bulk in the physical realm because of the Will-O-Wisp and the Lumberry to get any of those status conditions out of the way, because Mimikyu does not like status conditions. It is extremely weak to them. So, next we have this odd one here called Z Splash, or Splash Z. Now, for its item, Normalian Z, and for its moves, we got Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, Leech Life, and Splash. I know, Splash. Pretty weird, right? Well, if you do not know, Z Splash raises the user's attack by 3. Now Splash actually has a use for once. Sorry, Magikarp. So, for its stats, we're gonna have it be a little bit on the... We're gonna have a little tiny bulk, but not really enough to survive too much. But that 128 HP is going to survive some things, for sure. Now, for the rest of the stats, we got 128 on the attack, and 252 full-on speed with the Jolly Nature. This thing's going to outspeed a lot, meaning this speed total right here, 320, you're going to be outspeeding Rayquazas. And I know what you're going to say, hey, but why not Mega Rayquaza? Well, you have time to react. You have your disguise. You Z-Splash. Mega Rayquaza is probably going to go with either the obvious Dragon Ascent and have completely stupid mistake, or he'll go with something smart that does a lot of damage to you. Which, the disguise, it gives you time to think, you know? Because you can actually take a hit with 0. But use that ability wisely, though. I know you can negate damage, but it's only one time. You can't reset it. Well, in any way, you can't reset it that I've known of. Now, for the moves here, the kicker is Splash. Z-Splash, 3 times attack. You outspeed him with the 320 speed, and then you just go from there with Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, and Leech Life. The HP is there to actually take a hit. The Leech Life there is to heal you back up. Shadow Sneak, priority. Play Rough, stab. Alrighty then. Next we got a full-on, extremely bulky Mimikyu here, which I've not put anything here, because you can put a lot of stuff here, actually. You could put, well... You could put Play Rough, or... You could put Shadow Sneak, or you could just make sure that it stays bulky with Substitute, or you could even keep it bulky with a Pain Split. Now, all these moves that I just named are incredibly valuable, and they all have very good uses with this. You see, this is a berry that isn't used often, but I think it has a chance to become a new meta for sure, especially with Mimikyu. We have the Moringa berry. Excuse me. It raises the holder's special defense by 1 if hit by a special attack. So that means, for example, Xerneas Moonblast. Your disguise is on, your Moringa berry that, you're going to become extremely bulky. Not only that, but you have the bulk up, so you can make your attack and defense higher. By 1, of course. We have the Leech Life to heal, the Will-O-Wisp to status any physical attackers. And like I said, any move would be good right here that I just named. Now, for the HP, full-on HP, 120 attack, and 132 on the defense. Only 4 on that special defense because the Moringa berry is really going to reach high in those special defenses. This thing is going to tank so much. Not only that, but you have this statusing the opponent. You can heal yourself. You can make yourself stronger. Not only that, but you can even do like some more damage depending on the attack, or even make it more difficult for the opponent to get to you by using Pain Split or Substitute. You have a lot of choices here. Hey, I'm gonna leave it to you guys. Next, I'm gonna have to go quick with this one. We have Mimikyu, a doubles Mimikyu that I made quickly. We got the Focus Sash, Trick Room, Pain Split, Destiny Bond, and Shadow Sneak. For the stats, we got the Brave Nature with the 252 HP, 252 attack, and 4 defense. For this, we also have its partner, or you could go with Tapu Lele, anyone, but I'd rather go with the Snorlax, the Figgy Berry Snorlax with the Immunity Nature. You see what happens here? The Belly Drum, okay guys? Got the Belly Drum. Figgy Berry heals you up. You bring in the you have the Mimikyu out there with the Snorlax. You Trick Room, and then you just go to town from there. You even got Recycle to bring back the berry. You got a full-on bulky physical sweeper here with Snorlax with full-on attack and HP with the Brave Nature. This thing is going to kill. And for this, you don't have to have all these moves. You can put in Protect too. Like if I were to replace a move with a Protect, I would replace Pain Split. I would replace Pain Split with either Protect, or you could go for a different move, like Leech Life or Play Rough. But honestly, just to be safe about it, I would go for a Substitute or Protect. Now with Tapu Lele, like I was talking about, replace the Focus Sash with, wait for this, Psychic Seed. Yeah, that's right, Psychic Seed. Psychic Seed, if the terrain is Psychic Terrain, raises holder's special defense by 1. Stage, single use. So that means you bring out Tapu Lele, it has the Psychic Surge, you have Mimikyu out with it, it's gonna get that Psychic Seed, and it's gonna boost its special defense. From there, you can put out a Will-O-Wisp if you wanted to replace the Pain Split with it. There is many ways of running this, but to really work with the Trick Room, you would have to bring the Tapu Lele speed down dramatically. But if you don't, you can take out the Trick Room for something else. Then you could put down the Protect and the Will-O-Wisp. Or you could even go a little riskier with the Swords Dance and Will-O-Wisp. It's really your choice. But there you go. There's my video on how to use Mimikyu, everybody. Hope to see you later, and I hope you enjoyed the video.